before I ever built something from scratch, I started having these ideas of wanting to help people, wanting to do certain things. And then I kept finding that a lot of what I wanted to do has already been done by other people. One of the things that I discovered was something called lawhelp.org. And I want to know, and Law Help Interactive is kind of the same thing. And if I could ask the people in your comments, has anyone heard of lawhelp.org? Guys, do me a favor. If you have, say yes. If you have not, say no. But if you haven't, please don't just. If you're by your keyboard, please respond because I'm really curious. Yeah, it might be. There might be a slight delay. Thank you for answering, Ryan. Okay, good. All right, so let me just continue. What lawhelp.org is, it was set up something by a nonprofit that I think they called themselves probono.net. So it's a network. Good, no one has. All right, anyone who is in family court, if you know someone who's in family court, guys, I hope this can open up a world for you. But there is a one-stop shop for all the self-help resources in the entire country. And it really makes an effort to talk you step by step through everything that you need to do in family court. The best way for me to demonstrate this is to show this.
Help Interactive, or LHI, provides free guided interviews to help you prepare legal documents. LHI forms can be used by anyone with a legal issue or by lawyers providing free legal help to low-income people. LHI forms are available in many states and can help with many common civil legal problems. Things like establishing guardianship of a minor, obtaining an uncontested divorce, enforcing visitation rights, stopping a garnishment, dealing with identity theft problems, and more. If you are starting at lawhelpinteractive.org, click on Find Forms to visit a partner site where you can find forms and helpful resources available in your state. Now, let's say you need a guardianship to enroll your grandchildren in school. An LHI guided interview will ask you questions, gather information, and help you prepare the forms you need to represent yourself in court. You can also create an account to save your answers and come back later. When you're done, you can print or email your forms, as well as instructions to help with the next step in resolving your legal problem. The solution to your civil legal issue could be just a few clicks away. Discover what's available for you at lawhelpinteractive.org.
Awesome. So we have resources like this available. So I kind of want to make it where people can really understand. So someone comes to you and they may not be able to go out and afford a family law attorney that may cost them $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. How do they utilize resources like this to help them navigate through the system?
All right, first thing I want to say is that I did the first video. I did not do that video. That was done by probono.net and Law Help Interactive. But so my goal, listen, guys, when I went through family court, I hated every freaking penny I had to pay a lawyer. So as a family law lawyer, I know, or my goal as a lawyer is to keep money in my clients' pockets because they have to pay support. They have to pay their own bills. And a lawyer's time is expensive, just so you know. Lawyers have to, Mark, I don't have to tell you, you have $75 or $100 an hour just at your expenses before you even, start paying yourself. So it's very expensive to be a lawyer. And, so that is why they set their rates as high as they do. Now, but a lot of what traditional family law services we can do ourselves. We as litigants can do some forms. We can write some letters. We can learn how some basic principles and now find online some of the lectures that lawyers would give because they give the same lecture all the time. And there's a lot of self-help or self-resource instructions that are online. What Law Help Interactive does is put the most common things that lawyers say or the advice that applies to everyone online and make it easy to find with search words, and they connect every resource in every county across the country in one place. It's a one-stop shop, lawhelp.org, and you put the 2 initials of your state in front. So where I live, it's PA, lawhelp.org, in Philadelphia, because it has 90% self-help litigants. Most of the forms are Philadelphia, but some other counties that are have resources have put some on their own website, and lawhelp.org really connects everything. So again, anything that you have to do, if you put a search in lawhelp.org or just follow keywords, you can find some information to help you do what you have to do. And what Melissa does with TFRM's website, and what I do with the Law Center, is I try and fill in gaps of what's not there. So that's the first thing. Then, now I am not saying that everyone should go it alone. I actually discourage that. I do believe you need a lawyer. But the idea is, go to the lawyer to get outside your own head, get advice, and then do the grunt legwork that your lawyers used to charge on your own. You know, if you have a house project around your house that you give a day a week until you build a deck or until you fix something in your own home, that's what representing yourself in court would be. You figure 1 day a week, you put a lot of time in, and just like you can do something around your house and save $10,000, $20,000, it's really the same thing. You can save that in lawyer fees, and you can free up your money so it lasts longer, especially if you're in one of these high conflict situations or narcissistic co-parents.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that. That's one thing, a conversation I have with some clients, and it's not a fit for everyone, but there are certain clients who I'm like, hey, you're more than capable. You own the facts at the end of the day. I'm just strategy and putting things together. So if you can spend that 6 hours putting together all the facts, if you can spend the 6 hours compiling all the exhibits, and then you send them for me to get cleaned up, that's going to save you several $1,000s. Because at the end of the day, I mean, one of my things to my clients is, no matter what, you're going to understand the facts and you're going to know the details better than me. So if you're able to put something together and say, this is what I think the issue is, that's much easier. If you bring to me a letter or a document you've drafted, candidly, I think everyone would say this, it's easier to edit and massage a document into the way it's supposed to be than drafting something from scratch. And every 6 minutes you save from me working on your case or Larry working on your case is money that's staying in your pocket. Because contrary to popular belief, my goal with every single case is to return some of that retainer money. I almost gamify the representation, because in my opinion, the quicker this is over, the better it is going to be for both parties and the better it's going to be for the children. And it sounds like you have a very similar philosophy of trying to keep as much money in your clients' pockets.
That's right. And especially, again, when you have a clientele that doesn't have the money anyway. So I give a lot of free advice away to my personal injury clients as like a marketing or loss leader. So if I'm going to be saying the same thing over and over and over again, or handle the same calls, basically I say, hey, I have a video for you. Watch that. And then I can supplement their advice. You know, I could supplement the advice online with whatever. And my advice, my free time goes further. The clients save more. And so that's why I'm developing this, or develop the Law Center. And then another project I have is basically a prep course on how clients can be better clients and work with the limited scope lawyer. That I have not drafted yet, but that's my next project, to develop an online course for people to take who want to handle as much as they can. And they're in a high conflict situation or not, but they want to handle as much as they can, and how to be a better client so that your money goes further and you can save more money for your child's education and for supporting your child, and still have all your rights protected. That's the goal. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, definitely. And before we go on to anything else, I told you yesterday, I ended up down the rabbit hole a couple days. Can you explain to people what your YouTube channel, The Law Center, does and where they can find it? Because there are a lot of phenomenal resources and a ton of educational material, not just specific to Pennsylvania, but it's going to be specific to parents everywhere.
Well, hopefully we'll have the link in the description portion of this video. If maybe by tomorrow, Mark, I think I have the password for the website. I can put it in there with your permission, and I'll just show you if I can. If you'll allow me to pull this up, I have it right here. I'll show you what it looks like if I can. Oh, did I put this in the wrong spot? Yeah, here we go. No, you know what? I can't. Sorry about that. Stop screen. Well, anyway, there's two playlists. If you go on the homepage, the top two playlists, or the top playlist is for family law self-represented litigants. So if you go to the YouTube channel, The Law Center, click the Home tab and look at the first list. And it goes across from left to right by petition, from custody, support, divorce, general family law, meaning preparation for a hearing. I don't know if I said protection from abuse, and then a list of government resources that I just put together in one playlist. So it's the top row under the homepage of the YouTube channel. Don't just hit videos. Don't even just hit playlists, because everything doesn't show in playlist. Hit the home tab, and then there's a list of all those all in one place.
Yeah, and that's that. Like I said, I went down the rabbit hole. There's a ton of phenomenal resources. I encourage everyone, go check that YouTube page out. Go give his page a like. It's something that can be valuable to any parent going through